Welcome to 734 Games, and this is game time. And before we get started on the fun stuff, I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. My nephew is going for cancer treatments. The GoFundMe link is in the description. Anything you give to this channel or you give to that GoFundMe will go to his cancer treatments. Thank you. And let's get started with Shining Resonance Refrain from Sega. 'Now, Shining Resonance Refrain, I would put it, this is a Japanese action RPG. And I would put it a little bit, I would put it more in the top tier. I mean, I wouldn't say that this has the budget of, say, a Final Fantasy or, something super, like a super AAA game. But I'd just say the game looks pretty good because a lot of Japanese RPGs come out and they try to hold back on the budget and they try to do less is more. This is not the case. The body models in this game look pretty decent. The action is not as fluid as, say, a Tales game, but I would say the body models look better than most of the Tales games that I've played. Now, I like the Tales games. They're good games. Where they stand out is fluidity. This game has the body models are a little bit more detailed and a little prettier in this game, and I like that. The action is decent. And I think there's a lot here. If you are an anime fan and you pick up all the Japanese RPG games, then this is probably one you should definitely pick up. Probably one you have to pick up, really. And it's mostly positive on Steam. Basically, you start out trying to save this character who has a dragon inside of him, and you're trying to escape. That's the beginning part of the story. But once you get out into the world, you can go to different places and have different quests, and it's an open worldish action JRPG, and with different characters that you meet along the way, and all the characters have different powers, and I would say it's a pretty decent game. Like I said, I would still put it as one of the top tier JRPGs, just kind of borderline top tier, I would say, because they did put a lot of effort into the character models, and the dragons look really cool. And the art direction looks really cool in this game. That's one thing I really like about this game, and I think Sega did a good job with that. Yeah, I definitely would like to see more and more games like this. I mean, they did Persona 4, and that one is definitely a top tier game. And I hope to see the rest of the Persona series come to PC. The Yakuza games are coming to PC. And they seem to be pushing a lot of the Japanese games, and I hope we see more. For some reason, the name Persona 4 just slipped my mind, but that's another one I picked up. I haven't played it yet, and I'm going to eventually. I've heard a lot of good things about Persona 4, so I can't wait to play it. I hope 5 comes to PC eventually here. I know 5 right now is only on the PlayStation 4 and 5. But I'm hoping that changes, because it seems like a lot of people bought the Xbox overseas and a lot of people are playing PC games. Even when I was there, I noticed a lot of PC gamers in Japan these days. PC gaming is so huge. When I was out in Akihabara, a lot of people, they had a bunch of big PC stores and they were just all over the place. Of course, retro gaming is still huge there too. But this is, I mean, this game sort of has a little bit of a retro flavor for, you know, if you like older Japanese RPG games, then you might, then this is definitely one you could probably get into. Like Shining, I mean, like I said, the character models look decent and the story is decent, and it's definitely one you should probably pick up if you're into like action RPGs. It reminds me a little bit of Star Ocean, but the Star Ocean games I did not like. I think the combat in this game is a lot better than the real-time Star Ocean games. Of course, they did do a turn-based Star Ocean games as well. I didn't really get into those. I don't know, for some reason Star Ocean just never really did it for me. It was weird. They went from real time to turn-based, and it was like, well, what kind of series is this? You know, this game definitely does not have an identity crisis like Star Ocean, and I think you'll like it. Check it out. Shining Resonance Refrain. This is we're looking at the PC version here on Windows, and I think, as far as I know, I haven't tried playing it in Linux, but as far as I know, as far as PC, that's all they have for this game. And of course, you can get it on. I did see this game on the Switch, and I said it's obviously on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, so you can pick it up pick it up on consoles as well. That's pretty much it for this episode of Game Time. This is your host Tom, signing off from 734 Games, where gaming is alive.
How's it going? Welcome. Take your pick.